व्हाट इज डिक्रीज इन डिमांड? सिंपली हमने कल डिस्कस किया है, व्हेन change in demand is due to other factors other than price, so price remains same, that is called, that can be increase or decrease in demand. So you write down what is decrease in demand. When quantity demand of a good decreases, here we use the word decrease, not contraction, decreases due to change in factors, due to change in factors like income, price of related goods, fashions, etc. But price remains same. It is called a decrease in demand. So in case of decrease in demand, there is change in factors other than price, like income of the people changes, price of related goods changes, like price of substitutes and complements, fashions, tastes, preferences, weather, etc. But own price of the commodity that remains same, that is the case of decrease in demand. So whenever we see there is decrease in quantity demand of a good but price remains same, we attribute it is decrease in demand. So in case of decrease in demand, there is shift in the demand. In case of decrease in demand, there is shift in the demand. There is shift in the demand curve. So demand curve shift towards left. In case of increase in demand, it was shifting towards right, but in case of decrease in demand, it shifts towards left. So we can show it with the help of a schedule, and we have a schedule. For example, how to make demand schedule when there is decrease in demand. This is quantity, this is price, and we have quantity demand. This is demand schedule for decrease in demand. For example, price of a good is 10 and demand is, for example, we have demand as 20. The quantity demand follows to 15, but price remains the same. We can say this is the case of decrease in demand. So whenever quantity demand of a good decreases due to other factors like income, price of related goods, fashions, tastes, but price remains the same. Own price of the commodity remains the same. This is the case of decrease in demand. So how to show this decrease in demand? We'll have help of a demand curve. With the help of a demand curve, or with the help of diagram. With the help of diagram. इस तरह हम दिखाएंगे इस डिमांड शेड्यूल को थोड़ा तंग करता है let's ये डिमांड शेड्यूल है for decrease in demand. Demand schedule for decrease in demand. Along OX, we measure quantity demand, and along OY, we measure price. For example, we have a demand curve, DD. We are at point, for example, A here. OQ is demanded at OP price. OQ is demanded at OP price. Now let us decrease our demand. Our demand is OQ, or from P to A. Let us, our demand decreases. Here, we have to draw a new curve here. D1, D1, for example. This shift from DD to D1, D1 shows decrease in demand. Decrease in demand. From point A to, for example, point C. This point A to point C shows decrease in demand. So we can write down simply from the above diagram. Along OX, we measure quantity demand, and along OY, we measure price. The demand curve is DD. Our demand curve is DD, and market is at point A, where OQ is demanded at OP price. For example, quantity demand of the good decreases from OQ to OQ0, but price remains same. The market shift, we shift from point A to point C on another demand curve D1, D1. So shift of the demand curve from DD to D1, D1 shows decrease in demand. Shift of demand curve from DD to D1, D1 shows decrease in demand. So decrease in demand shows two things. Decrease in demand shows two things. Shows two things. First is less is demanded at same price. Less quantity is demanded at same price. At same price. Less quantity is demanded at same price. Number second is same quantity is demanded at less price. Same quantity is demanded at less price. So from point A to C, here we have point A to C, and here we have point, for example, A to D. Shift from point A to same quantity is demanded at less price when we move from point A to D from the diagram. So this is all about the decrease in demand. When quantity demand of a good decreases due to change in factors like income, price of related goods, that is factors other than price. Own price of the commodity remains same. That is the case of decrease in demand. That is the case of decrease in demand. We can show this decrease in demand from this demand schedule when price is 10, quantity demand is 20, price is now same 10, but quantity demand is 15. Quantity demand fell from 20 to 15. And from the diagram, we have a demand curve DD. We have demand curve DD, and we are at point A, where OQ is demanded at OP price. Abruptly or suddenly, there is change in demand, decrease in demand from OQ to OQ0, and we move to point C from point A on another demand curve D1, D1. So shift of demand curve from DD to D1, D1 shows decrease in. Now the next is, what are the causes of decrease in demand? You write down the causes of decrease in demand. What are the causes of decrease in demand? Causes of decrease in demand. Causes of decrease in demand. ये कट हुआ था। हाँ, now we start. Let us start. Causes of decrease in demand. किन चीजों से डिमांड डिक्रीज हो जाती है? डिक्रीज इन डिमांड, causes of decrease in demand. So as we know, decrease in demand or increase in demand is due to the causes other than price. All factors other than price. We have so many factors other than price which causes change in demand. For example, one of the causes is change in income, change in price of related.